right, welcome back to the program. It's still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Like I told you earlier on, we will have a great supporter of the Labour Party governorship candidate in Abia State, Otti. We'll have a supporter who will be joining us virtually from Ireland right now. I'm talking about Mr. Chukunenye Alajemba. He joins us live from Ireland. Thank you so much and welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, I understand you have great support for the Labour Party governorship candidate in Abia State. I'm talking about Dr. Alex Otti. I want to know, and Abians will want to know exactly why the support.
Okay, now it's very simple. Okay, and again, thank you very much for having me, and I would like to speak directly to Abians.
All right.
My fellow Abians, you see, though I live in Europe here, but our desires are shared. And though I may live very far away, I'm constantly touched by the pain which has been caused by the bad leadership over many years in Abia State. And as a true son of the soil, no matter how long that I may have stayed away, no matter how many places or countries that I may have had the privilege of going to, home has always remained the best for me. And I yearn for that day when you, my people, will elect a government that matches the decency of your character and of who you are, God's own people. So I encourage you all to vote for Dr. Alex Otti, not because he's of the Labour Party, but specifically because I have done my own due diligence in extensively researching Dr. Alex Otti's capacity and capabilities as a leader, both in the corporate world, as a family man, and of course as a businessman. So in the course of this conversation with all of you today, it is my hope that as I make this sincere case for this man, that every Abian listening to me this morning, especially those yet to make up their minds and those intending to vote for other parties, that they will all quickly embrace Dr. Alex Otti and vote for him, so that at least for once you guys can begin to really experience what it means to have a good government that truly cares for its own people. Now, you see, in October of 1980, during his presidential campaign, just a few days before his election, Ronald Reagan asked his countrymen a famous question, okay? And I'm going to make that question mine today, and I'll ask you all in the same question, okay? Now, my question to you is, or my questions to you are you better off than you were 8 years ago? Are your lives any easier today? For all the workers listening to me today,
hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
I can hear
Go.
you. Can you hear me?
Go on.
So what I was trying to say is, like I said, the same question that Ronald Reagan did ask his country before he got elected. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very
well. So I was just trying to ask all the workers that are listening to me today, the teachers and the doctors and the nurses and the military workers, I'm just asking them, are their salaries paid on time, or are they owed several months in arrears? For all the students, both young and old, are you all studying in a conducive environment? So, even my own fellow Abians, both the people in England land, are back that great Enyimba city, and those in Aria and Aloji, are your roads passable? Are your markets well looked after for you, or do you get flooded every time there's a little rain? Are your businesses doing well under these very bad conditions? To all the senior citizens, all my mothers and all my fathers and all my loved ones, after working so hard and giving your youth to Abia State, are your gratuities paid to you when you retire, or are you owed months of your pensions? So, for all of you that are listening to me today, if your life is going great under this present Ibazo government, then Dr. Alex Otti is not your man. But if your answer to these questions and many more are a big fat no, then you must, as a matter of extreme and urgent survival, vote and elect Dr. Alex Otti as your next governor. You need to have a serious introspection on how you all got to this very bad situation and make a conscious decision to chart a better path forward with Dr. Alex Otti as your governor.
All right. Now,
thank you very much.
Okay, now hold on. You said you actually conducted a research on the person of Dr. Alex Otti. Kindly share with our audience what were your findings in terms of capacity of Dr. Alex Otti?
That's actually a very good question. Okay, that's a very good question. You see, propositional truth. Just if you can listen to me now very well, and everybody who's listening to me, just listen very well. Okay, propositional truth. Rational thinking and logical thoughts are usually the rules upon which any rational statements, discourse, or arguments are often organized. Right? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
So this, so like if you deny the absoluteness of propositional truth, then you're giving credence to lies, which in and of itself is fallacious and which will lead to chaos and anarchy. So based on this alone, I would like to make a purely logical argument using the four main laws of logic, just to show how Dr. Alex Otti completely fits into, it fits in as the best person to become the governor of Abia State at this time. Okay, now you have based on the laws of logic, you have four major laws of logic, which is the law of identity, the law of contradiction, the law of the excluded middle, and the law of rational inference. So I'll explain these laws very quickly, and you'll see that applying these laws, which every rational person should do, when you do that, Dr. Alex Otti suitably fits perfectly, if you agree with me. And then if you then eventually agree with this argument I'm trying to make now, then you will understand and you will have to elect this man as your next governor. So I would have to take like the law of identity one first. The law of identity states that every truth statement, okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, go ahead.
So the law of identity states that every truth statement is identical to itself. For instance, if you identify something as white, then it cannot be yellow or green. So anything that is in violation of that law of identity, then is illogical. Okay? It is then illogical. So now we have identified that Abia State needs to have a good economy and a good manager of wealth. We have identified that Dr. Alex Otti is an economist with a first class honors from his days in school. He has demonstrated his capacity to be a good manager of wealth during his time at the head of Diamond Bank. And here in Abia State, his skill sets will come readily handy as an economist to solve the economic problem that Abia State has. So you see, he takes the box, law of identity checked. Okay? So now, if you then look at, say, the law of non-contradiction, which is the law of second law of logic, okay? It just says that it's very simple, that every truth claim, okay, remains a fact, and that denying the statement or truth violates the first and second law of logic, which renders the argument ineffective. So truth is truth, and you can say false is false. They are mutually exclusive. So Dr. Alex Otti has been identified to be a great economist, a sound administrator, and a perfect wealth creator, and a manager, right? So logically, you cannot contradict these statements of fact. And nobody has successfully claimed anything to the contrary. So you see how he takes the second box of logic? So I'll go to the third one.
Okay.
So because I'm speaking, I'm talking like this because I know that there are so many young people who are academically astute and they are listening to me. So I'm trying to make arguments about this man logically so they can all understand how this man is perfectly suited to be the governor of Abia State. Now you go to the law of which one have I talked about? Okay, now you go to the law of the excluded middle, which is the third law of logic. Okay? It's just similar as it's just as like the others. It simply makes a claim that every proposition, either its claim, or negation is true. That's for every proposition, either its claim or its negation is true. They can't be both. So it's either all scenarios and either all scenarios. So you see, it's either that Dr. Alex Otti is an economist or he is not. He cannot be both. Abia State's economy is in trouble. Excuse me, I'm not saying it, sir. Okay?
All right.
Abia State's economy is in trouble. Okay? So it cannot either be in trouble or is in safe hands. It cannot be both. So we know that Dr. Alex Otti is an economist, a celebrated first-class economist for that matter. Abia State's economy is in a bad situation. So for the fact that statement is right, the view is better to fix the economy, if not the economists. And then I'll just go to the last one now, okay, and then I'll let you speak, okay?
Okay.
Now you have what's called the law of rational inference, and this is very important. It simply asserts that every logical conclusion must be derived from verifiable and valid references from given premises. Dr. Alex Otti has had his character and work ethic verifiably ascertained. P2B said that Dr. Alex helped him to save Anambra people's money. Dr. Otti helped him to organize the people's money into different investment portfolios. So if P2B can trust Dr. Alex Otti to save Anambra's money, Anambra people's money, and he did it perfectly without any problems, then I must trust Dr. Alex Otti without their people's money and their economy. Right. So you see, the fourth law of logic is fixed. So every of the laws of logic checked. This is why I came to this conclusion that the man is the right person for the job.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Alajemba, now most Abians will be wondering how you think Alex Otti is the best for the job when you're actually not in Abia State to have an honest assessment of the situation on ground. Hence, you are supporting Alex Otti.
Okay, that's a very good question. First, I'm an Abian. I do come home from time to time. Okay, now I can give you a different story of what happened, but I just want to go straight to what Abians need, not really all the stories which I may end up telling you if there's time. Okay, now I just hope that you can give me time now to really try and explain, because I may take a little bit longer, because when I'm passionate about something I do get a bit more cautious, so please give me time. Okay, now we know that it's a fact that the 2015 governorship election was stolen from the community. But you see, every action of these people who don't mean well for our people in Abia State, for every of their actions there's a fatal consequence, and I'll explain that now. Do you know that had Dr. Alex Otti been governor of Abia State since 2015, he could have given a lot of attention to Abia, and by 2019, Abia could have easily become the production hub or production base of Nigeria, if not Africa. So you say to me, why is that so important? Then let me shock you and everyone listening to me today. Now, between 2020 and 2022,
yeah,
the war of MAP, that's personal protective equipment, between the European Union, the United Kingdom, and the United States, they spent upwards of between $200 billion to $1 trillion, depending on what public data you're looking at. Contracts with Chinese companies just to produce aprons, clinical gloves, visors, FFP2 masks, and other forms of surgical masks. Right now, during the stage of the pandemic, these materials were so scarce that these world powers could have bought from anyone who had it just to protect their people. Now, imagine that Dr. Alex Otti had been governor and had transformed Aba's production strength for all kinds of materials. Imagine Aba alone securing, even if it is 10% of the contract, to supply these countries with these materials. So let's take it that this country spent, all that the country spent was 200 billion. That's the lowest for the sake of argument. Now, just imagine that Abba got 10% of $200 billion. So you're talking about $20 billion. That's just for one contract of helping to solve an urgent world need. Okay? Now, let me put it into perspective so it will become clearer to everyone who's listening to me and why it's so important that you want to elect this man. Nigeria sells about 1.9 million barrels of oil a day, at roughly about $80 per barrel. Sometimes Brent crude can go lower or higher, but on average it's about $80. So if you multiply $80 by $1.9 million. You get about $152 million per day. And when you multiply 100 by 365 or 266 days, you get about maybe $55.4 to $55.6 billion. Now, if Nigeria, a country of over 200 million people, makes $55 billion from oil sales per annum, and when adjusted for corruption, embezzlement, and thefts in high places, maybe you'll be talking that maybe Nigeria will only have about 35 billion. But anyway, that's a talk for another day. But anyways, just imagine Abia making people for half of what Nigeria makes in a year, $20 billion. And I'm being so modest. Do you realize how many thousands of people in Abia State that will become instant millionaires? How many people that will immediately be put into poverty just because Dr. Alex, just because of Dr. Alex able for.
Okay.
Recommending that you all passionately and not passionately problem. Now, it doesn't even stop there. Okay? Now, here has at least one local governments in Abia State. That venture will positively affect the economy of Abia State.
Okay.
Now, I'll try and explain how it works. No, sorry, sir. Sorry. I don't know. Do you have a question? I can go on because I really think it's very important.
Yeah, but I just have one more question before I let you go. And let's assume on March 11, Abians will be at the polls to do their civic responsibility, and they decide to vote in Dr. Alex Otti to become the governor of Abia State. Tell us one particular area you want Otti's government to focus on.
It's simple. It's still the same thing I'm talking about here. It's all encompassing. Okay? Like I was just talking about the fact that he has advocated and he's proposed that he's going to do at least one industry in each local government. Okay? For instance now, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll try and explain it. I'll explain how that works. Okay? And how, just building that alone will mean a massive influx of liquidity into Abia State. So first, the construction of the industrial complexes in all the local governments will mean serious job opportunities to thousands and thousands of young people. And after that, when the industries are up and running, the direct labor force, the suppliers of materials, the secondary beneficiaries of such endeavor, it's massive. It's like the Marshall Plan that this man, President Harry Truman, introduced in April of 1948 after the Second World War. So, for instance, the ceramic industry. Okay, imagine Abia State producing the kind of floor tiles that we spend so much money importing from Spain, Italy, and China. Because we have the raw materials in here, and Dr. Alex Otti have explained many times. I think I did listen to one of his news conference when he talked about that.
Okay.
So imagine that alone. If you achieve such an industrial feat, you will sell not just within Nigeria, the Nigerian economy, but Africa alone. Do you realize how many millions and even billions of dollars we're talking about here?
Okay.
For instance, look at cashew nuts in Italy. A place where the soil is so conducive for growing like that state. But I went to Abia State University and I know how that place is. Okay, so imagine getting a processing company that can rehabilitate the whole production chain of that fruit, dividing the production chain into organic and genetically modified ones. And most importantly, they ensure to package the products, there in Abia State, which means they don't surrender any profit from any part of the production chain. We're talking so much money here, my people. Okay. So if they inform high production, okay, go ahead.
Well, I think I'm done. I just have to let you go because we're really out of time. Let me sincerely thank you, Mr. Chukwunenye Alajemba, an Abian in diaspora who joined us from Ireland. Thank you so much for speaking with us on the platform this morning.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And please vote for the planet.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, I think it's time for us to see if we can open the phone lines so you can make your own contribution. You've heard them. One was the Abga candidate for Ikwa Normal Federal Constituency. He was here earlier on, and now ardent supporter of Dr. Alex Otti, the Labour Party governorship candidate in Abia State. Let's see if we can take one or two more calls before we wrap it up on the platform this morning. The numbers to call are 080-8182-6949 or 08116052949. You can also go to our Facebook page and drop your comments there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ginika.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you very much. This foreigner will not finish us. My name is Eric. I'm calling you once again from Amaka.
Welcome, goodness.
Yes, we have quite a number of intelligent persons this day. I would have thought that those postulations would have been better suited for a debate more than campaigns. But nevertheless, they have spoken intelligently. All the far away in Ireland.
Yeah.
So I once had some courses. We are holding and we're back.
Okay.
What I want to say in practical terms is that those are populations. In reality, for instance, do you know the total number of workforce we have in Abia State? Number of retirees? And do you also have an idea of total amount accrued as internally generated revenue and the federal allocation? Before you begin to juxtapose it with roads to bridges, to schools, to hospitals, and whatever.
Yeah.
And then how do we even right size another kind of a thing? Yes, and those populations are good. But it is for somebody who is already there, you begin to make analysis on how do you, and then thinking about the personalities. Yes, we're not talking about personalities.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
To bring this place forward.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ugonna Eric. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Okay, the numbers to call are 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Hello?
Good morning, my brother in the studio.
Good morning, welcome.
God bless you. You find Chilaka. I'm calling from Ministry.
Okay, good.
I want to say it clearly. Unless Otti, being a obedient man, is a man who can trust. If you see a state where obedient people are saying their view on this coming election, you will see that they are getting it right.
Okay.
But my little problem there is that of the Diamond Bank, the young man that mentioned, myself, I didn't finish all that right. But that is not the reason we can say no to Alex Otti.
Okay.
I want to tell every audience to support Alex Otti because he is obedient.
Okay.
So that at the end of the day, all of us will enjoy the dividends of democracy in that state. God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Now to our Facebook page. This one is coming from Uzo Wachuku. He said Dr. Alex Otti remains the best candidate for the 2023 Guba election in Abia State. Thank you so much. Okorugo Aji said this is the time to come up with the Abia we have longed for. Thank you so much. Ezeka Elvi said the long-awaited election is finally upon us, and it will be very painful and regrettable if well-meaning, civilized and patriotic Abians and Nigerians fail to vote wisely this time around, because we have suffered enough backwardness in the hands of visionless, unpatriotic and selfish leaders. Let's get it right to avoid blames, gnashing of teeth and disappointment. God bless us all. Thank you so much, Ezeka Elvis. Well, it's time for us to leave the studio. Thank you so much for calling in and for sending in your comments and messages. Thank you so much. May God bless you. My name is Ginika Olwa. Sincere thanks to my producer, Samson Eze, and Stanko, the guy behind the camera. I'll see you again